Hi guys, Matt Thomas here at Cedar Rock Studio Guitar Gallery in Indiana, and today we've got a very lovely Misho. Now this is the single O, and it does not sound like a little guitar, even though it is a very couch-worthy guitar. It's very comfortable, very compact, and you don't have to work to get around this thing, and even better, you don't have to work to get huge sound out of a little guitar. It's just so immediate. Now that might be thanks to this really high grade Swiss moon spruce top on it, which I really love his take on voicing. It is, well, I can't give away the secret just yet. You'll hear in just a little bit. He paired this Swiss moon spruce with some very gorgeous quilted maple back and sides. Now he went ahead and wrapped it all the way around with some jet black ebony, which I think is a beautiful choice because it really highlights the shape of this unique O body. And a very stripped back rosette, just that ebony ring. Now, as you get into the bridge, you've got a quilted maple bridge that's also got some flame in it, which is really cool. You don't see that all too often. And he went ahead and did ebony pins and also a special kind of stain for both the nut and the saddle, which fooled me into believing that it was that mammoth stuff, but it's just a really, really cool stain, which I like. It looks really cool on it. Now it's 2 1/4 down here at the saddle and 1 3/4 here at the nut. As you get into the fretboard, the whole face of the fretboard is quilted maple with some Evo gold fret wire and these ebony dots. But if you look closely around the ebony dots, it's actually real gold pipe, which goes very well with this gold leaf heel cap here, which just looks so beautiful against the maple. And to help it really stand out, he went ahead and stained the neck black all the way up through the volute into the back of the head cap. I love this black and white theme. It provides so much beautiful contrast. The other thing is the whole fretboard is bound all the way around in ebony with those gold pipe all the way up the frets. That way so you can see everywhere you need to go and not mistake harmonics or accidental frets. Now, it's got a beautiful, even, almost no taper C-shaped neck, which makes it to where your chord shapes feel identical all the way up and down this fretboard. Now, you're keeping with the same theme here as you move into the headstock with that flamed maple, well, quilted maple, sorry. That's ebony bound and that dyed nut. And I think the icing on the cake are these black Shirtler tuners. I really like these tuners. They're super lightweight. They are incredibly responsive. There's also, it's bushing style, so you don't get a bunch of real estate taken out of the headstock. And the buttons just feel so good on these. They're ebony buttons, but the shape and the thickness of them are really easy to handle, especially in this time where I've hurt my thumb. So tuning around sometimes can hurt a little bit. These are just so pleasant to deal with. But enough about how beautiful and elegant this black and white themed O is. These trebles just ring like a bell. And it's so incredibly responsive. You can get the wah-wah effect by just barely touching the top. Now, the thing that I was shocked mostly with, I had a feeling that the trebles were going to be super clear and bell-like with this Swiss moon and maple combo, but for it to be such a petite instrument and have that big deep bass is pretty astounding. Misho's got it going on. That, and combined with the comfort in this beautiful tone, this really does make for the ultimate at-home or even on a stage guitar. So if you've got any other further questions about this Misho single low, message Alan at cedarrockstudio.com, and thanks for listening.